Hi there and welcome to Magic Hearts Tarot. I am Michelle, and in this reading what we're talking about is the full moon in Virgo. This moon is called the blood moon, as well as it's a lunar eclipse. It's happening on March 14th, along with the sun in Pisces that's sextiling with Uranus in Taurus. And I just did that video, so you'll be able to see that. So Friday, March 14th is going to be very transformative. This is very transformative energy. So I wanted to do a little deep dive into this because the eclipse season is attached to our North Node, which is about mission and soul purpose here on the planet. The full moon represents the peak of a cycle. It's the, like the moment where we're able to release what is holding us back. And also during this full moon, what's going to happen is that you're going to see this reddish hue on the moon. And that's why it's called the blood moon, just to let you know that. So this full moon is in the sign of Virgo. And Virgo is an earth sign, and it's ruled by Mercury, which is associated with practicality and organization and service. Virgo is a helper. Virgo is a healer. And Virgo also likes to have its routine. So therefore, this full moon is going to shine the light on our daily life, our routine, things we do for our well-being. You could suddenly have an urge to declutter your house, get organized, really pay attention to the details, what am I doing and how can I change this differently? It's like this energy is ideal for you to reassess, what's going on as far as your daily life. And also, because we're talking about this being associated with the North Node and the eclipse, we're going to be able to look at deep-seated emotions, past wounds, and have spiritual revelations of sorts, a sense of being enlightened by as far as a new way of looking at how to heal or to grow as a soul, spiritual practice. And it's going to help you to change things in your relationships as far as if there's something out of alignment. Then as far as the release, because we're talking about a full moon, this Virgo energy, because it's linked to perfectionism and a need for control and all that other stuff. I'm a Virgo moon and rising, so trust me, I understand what you're talking about because I feel it, right? I do it. I know. I'm a Scorpio sun and my Venus is in Scorpio. So it's kind of the spirituality and the practicality in there. And it's rough. It's rough, especially when you want to be able to know what's going on. So therefore, this Virgo moon energy, this full moon energy is going to help us to release these tendencies. Are we holding ourselves back with unrealistic standards and expectations? And where can we let go and just allow and trust? Because it's very difficult to trust sometimes, and especially because for me, the need to control is my way of preventing myself from getting hurt. It's I'm not doing it on purpose, to be a control freak. I'm doing it because I feel I'm protecting myself. So it's sometimes we have to stop doing that because at this point, it'll help us to open up and to allow new things in, right? And so the other thing, as far as the lunar eclipse, it's situations that have been unclear, we're going to find clarity during this because this full moon energy is going to shine the light on that for us. So as far as relationships and work or health issues or whatever that we haven't been sure about, we're going to be an aha moment, like clarity. And also, the thing is that we're going to be shining the light on things. So therefore, you could come to a place where you're cutting ties with things of the past that no longer serve you. So then you're taking a new step into a new phase, new chapter of growth and freedom. So basically what this full moon lunar Virgo eclipse is all about, it's a powerful cosmic reset, because we're like able to release outdated patterns and gain clarity and step more into a balanced way of doing things. It's like living your authentic life. You know, it's a time to let go and allow this new chapter to come in. So what we're looking at is, what are we being called to release during this full moon in Virgo? What are we being called to release? Control. Because we need to be more in the flow. Because the thing is that, like I was saying before, sometimes we think that we're protecting ourselves by trying to control outcomes or situations or even people sometimes, you know? Like, we're like, oh, we need to do it this way, because I know I've done it. And so we're needing to be more in the flow. And that's what this full moon in Virgo is asking us to release at this time. Yeah. Find another way to have our... Remember how I said sometimes I like to control things because I think it makes me feel safe? Find another way that makes you feel safe rather than trying to control a situation. Find a way to trust without control, without that need for control. That's what that's saying to me. And then what area of our life requires healing and transformation at this time? Adventures. We need to start doing things a little bit more spontaneously, you know, because if something comes up and we've never done it before, we need to just do it, because actually it's quite healing to be adventurous sometimes. And it's a gateway, which meaning it's like, if we open ourselves up to doing things we've never done before, what it opens is a gateway to new opportunities, which makes us feel good, which then allows happiness and positivity to come in, and then we're feeling better about ourselves and about the world around us. How can we align with our higher self on a daily basis? It says diligence. So because, you know, like I said, Virgo likes routine. So therefore, we're going to embrace that positive energy of diligence, meaning doing something daily that's going to help us connect with our higher self. We're talking like meditation, journaling, and doing something different, taking risks, doing something different, stepping outside of the box, doing something different. Possibly maybe not doing what you've done before diligently and doing something differently that you've never done before, which is, again, opening you up, allowing that positive flow of energy to come through. And we have our next question. During the lunar eclipse, what hidden insights or hidden truths are going to come forward? What's going to be shown to us? We have release. And forgiveness. And then we have freedom at the bottom of the deck. I do feel that during this time period, what's going to happen is that you have been in a place of holding as far as moving forward, not taking risk, because it's almost in a sense that you don't feel that you deserve this happiness. So therefore you got yourself stuck in this position of like constantly like doing something you don't even like, you know, because you haven't yet forgiven yourself from something that you had done or something that happened years ago. You know, it's kind of like we get ourselves in a position as a, you know, when we're like the human experience where, you know, if this and didn't happen and I made this mistake and I shouldn't have made that decision, then we get pissed off at ourselves. And rather than forgiving ourselves for making that mistake, we kind of like self-blame and almost punish ourselves for not taking the risk. Why didn't you take the risk? So because we didn't take that one risk, now we're not allowing ourselves to take any more risks. Like, you can't do that anymore. You're going to have to stay doing this same boring ass daily life rather than taking risks, because the last time you took a risk, we got hurt. So no more risks for you. So it's kind of like you've been punishing yourself. You know, so what Spirit is saying is it's time to release yourself and allow yourself to have the freedom to choose, to take a risk, to do something that you've never done before, to open yourself up and to trust rather than keep yourself stuck in a box where you think you're safe because you're controlling, you know, like the outcome because you don't want to get hurt again. And we have the 10 of Cups. And there's that Hermit. That's our Virgo card. You haven't been allowing your happiness to come in. You've kind of like been self-isolating. Because again, I'm feeling that you don't want to get hurt. And what this time period for you is, again, a good time to release yourself from this so that you are able to enjoy life to the fullest. And Spirit is here to help you to move forward. And you're thinking it's not true because we have the 7 of Swords. Again, because you don't trust. And there's the Fool with the leap of faith. It's like you're needing to trust in Spirit. You're needing to not think that this is a bunch of bullshit. You know, because Spirit's like, they don't believe me. And I'm here to say you need to trust. And you need to allow this to open up and to happen and to take that leap of faith so that you're able to move forward. Because the thing is that you're keeping yourself stuck by not allowing yourself to find your true happiness. Like you're doing the same shit every day and it ain't changing. You're unhappy. And now is a time to release yourself from those old patterns so that you're able to do something differently. And we have the Lovers. There are 2 paths ahead. Be true to yourself. Think about what I'm saying. You can stay on the road you're on where you're unhappy. Or you could take a risk and take the road where Spirit is wanting you to take. Trust that that road is for you. Trust it's okay for you to take this risk and to take the road of the unknown, because the road of the unknown is the road that you need to travel on. We have transformation. Reach out for the power and strength to make changes, enrich your life, and become the person you want to be. This path of unknown is leading you to a place where you're going to be able to live your true authentic self without having fear or doubt that's been lingering here. Because again, it's like you took a risk years ago and it didn't work, and now it's like the road again is coming up for you to trust in a risk again, and you're needing to release your fear of like failure and to be able to trust in Spirit that all is going to work out for you. It's like you're getting a restart. We have marriage. You're attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. And if this risk that you took was related to a relationship that didn't work out, what I feel is that person's coming back around. Because we're in the middle of right now. It started as I film this on March 12th. Today was the first day of Venus in retrograde, and it is going to be in Aries as well as then moving on to Pisces. And during this time period, it is about going within and looking at relationships and the possibility of past loves coming back. So it's like somebody's coming back into your life and you're going to have a chance to renew this relationship. And because you took a risk before and it didn't work out, what I'm feeling is that you're thinking it's not going to work out this time around. So Spirit is trying to give you the reassurance that all is well and that you need to take this leap of faith, that this person coming back is meant for you and that you need to open up and allow it to happen again. You're getting a chance at a fresh start with them. Okay. So I'm going to leave the reading here. I do hope this reading has helped you and it's given you the insight that you were seeking at this time. If you like my content, I do hope that you consider subscribing. And if you have already, thank you very much. And don't forget to like and share and comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. And also hit that bell so you're notified of your next reading. And I look forward to seeing you then. Take care and have a blessed day.